Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please remain seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop in the station. Please make sure you have all personal items with and exiting the train. This is Galaxy's Edge location. Thank you.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontiers of what more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is a revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like Gadget riding these rails in the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went
Please keep your arms and hands inside the train at all times. Thank
like
you.
on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of pier, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our journey in just a moment. Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
We get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and Astro blasters, and if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, on the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia, drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and expert lounges, and stay carefully from the train.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please remain seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop in the station. Please make sure you have all personal items when exiting the train. Thank you. Legs, feet, and anything you don't want to lose inside the train. Please supervise your children during the trip. We'll be entering the diorama. Please no flash photography or video lighting. Next stop, Main Street Station.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, Stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Twain world, land of the dinosaurs. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're stop at Main Street Station. This station has no ramps, only stairs. Please wait till you get to the bottom of the stairs before you open up your stroller or wheelchair. Also, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop in the station. Please make sure you have all personal items when exiting the train. Thank you.
That's better than walking. At least you're resting a little bit.
This is Main Street Station. Main
It's
Street,
4 o'clock.
USA.
Perfect.
Research on that subject. Alright, there we go. Perfect, go, look at this. Oh yeah, here we go, look at this. This is the strongest family in the world. Hold up the whole boat. Alright. Almost ready here. Yeah, you can sit out there, that's perfect. Just gotta be careful. Something big and hairy might pull you out of the boat. Something big and hairy puts you into the boat, that's okay. Alright. You know, Eric used to work for a calendar company. And he got fired because he took a couple days off. Alright, everybody wave goodbye to the dog. Wave goodbye to those people standing on the dock there. And see you in 3 weeks. Nah, I'm just kidding, we'll never see them again. Welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Ryan and I'll be your skipper for as far as we get today. A few reminders for you folks, please watch your children, remain seated, keep all hands, arms, feet, legs, elbows, hair pieces, and jewelry inside the boat. Your wallets, leave those on the boat. I'll come by and collect those later. But you know, before we get too far, everybody reach down below your seats there. Grab your sense of humor. Yeah, you're gonna need it for the rest of the trip. There you go. How many of you here woke up today and said, Jungle Cruise, gotta do it? Yeah, me too. Every morning. That was a joke. Well, who's ready for fun? Who's ready for excitement? Who's ready for adventure? adventure! There's Indiana Jones right there. Hey. There it is. So that is actually the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, where Dr. Indiana Jones is famously searching for the world's greatest treasure. It's just too bad I'm right here. Oh, look at this. On the left-hand side, you see that? Right behind that tiger is the world's largest animal cracker. Sorry, was that joke too crummy for you guys?
Try again.
That's how I make my dough. I tell me these jokes, I can try to bake up some new ones as we go along, but I can't promise it won't be overdone. Just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, well, you will notice the deeper we get into the jungle, the worse and worse my jokes get. Got major luck. Wow, look at this. It looks like the whole herd has come out. This is unheard of. Hey, does anybody here know how we can tell these are small-eared Asian elephants? No, not the small ears. It's because we're in Asia. That's fine. Anybody here know why their skin is so wrinkly? No, there's no irons in the jungle. Now, speaking of wrinkles, that's Bertha up there. Bertha has been in that water for a very long time. Let that be a lesson. If you stay in the shower for too long, you will turn into an elephant. We just went over this. The wrinkles are because there's no irons. And here's my friend Squirt here. Oh, he's coming up. Everybody get down. I'm not kidding. Oh, no, I'm not kidding. I'm just kidding. Some dry humor. I would never put you in that kind of danger, okay? There's no danger here. And, oh my. Folks, do not make any sounds like a banana, especially if you're wearing a yellow shirt. Yeah, they might find it appealing. They really go in over that stuff, you know what I mean? Look at this one right in front here. Isn't that special? Yeah, it looks like a 38 special to me. Yeah, I really pulled the trigger on that joke, didn't I? Usually it takes me 6 shots to get it right, but now it's fully loaded. The best way to get through the jungle is fully loaded, like I said before, but with guests, not that kind of cruise. And straight ahead here we have Schweitzer Falls, named of course after famous African explorer Dr. Albert Falls, and the best way to get through the falls, you know what it is, right? Turn right. Yeah, we're turning down the Nile River. It's been much too loud lately. It goes on for miles and miles and miles. If you don't believe me, you might be in Africa. Oh, I thought we were going to say the same things. Awkward. Yeah, there are a couple more elephants, aren't there? Yeah, these are African bull elephants. Now, folks, how can we tell these are African elephants? That's because of their big ears. The location has nothing to do with it. I mean, if you had an African elephant in India, it would still be an African elephant, just incredibly lost, you know what I mean? We're going to move on to the African belt here. Home to a wide variety of animals. As you can see up here, we have some striped horses, some blackhorn sheep, long-necked cheetah in the back. Now, those are really rare. Look at that. Those lions are protecting a sleeping zebra. No. Oh, he looks dead. Tired. Dead tired. That's right, kids. That's how zebra often sleep, is on their side, surrounded by lions with their eyes open, legs up in the air, not breathing. So we're just going to let it rest in peace. You ever wonder how they split up zebra meat, though? You got light meat, dark meat, light meat, dark meat, light meat, dark meat tail. It's just got to be a pain. And, oh, wow, look at this. What a sight. There's got to be a billion rocks on that beach. You don't see that every day. I do. Oh, another elephant question. Does anybody here know where you'd find an Amazon elephant? No, not the Amazon. In your imagination, there's no such thing as Amazon elephants. They don't exist. No, we didn't create anything new. The new were back there. Those are the horns. What'd you call me? Oh, there's hippos, sorry. She was calling me a hippo. Yes, they're dangerous when they wiggle the ears and blow balls. This isn't good. These two up here are charging the boat. Let me scare them off. Cover your ears! Oh no, that didn't work. Let me use what I used on my ex-girlfriend. I love you! Oh. Well, I guess just like that relationship, it's time to move on. Moving on to Headhunter territory, which is a beautiful place to be headed, actually. It looks like they're having some type of party up here. Oh, it looks like a dance party. I do speak some of their language. Let me see if I can translate. Put your right foot in. Take your right foot out. Nah, that sounds like a bunch of hokey pokey to me. I had a friend addicted to the hokey pokey until he turned himself around. Oh no, it's an ambush, get down! Spear, ricochet. Spear, ricochet. shape, budget cuts. I'm just kidding, folks. It's a local rendition of Shakespeare. Thanks, boys. Hide back down for the next group. Perfect, yeah. By the way, it's to throw or not to throw, that is the question. They really do try to ham what up, don't they? It's just a tragedy. I mean, all that rabble, it's really much ado about nothing anyway. So we're going to move on to the moment you've all been waiting for. The amazing, the colossal, the outstanding, the contagious, the eighth wonder of the world. The backside of water! Yeah. I know it's exciting, but do not try that at home, okay? You'll just hit your head on the faucet. Don't ask me how I know that, just trust me. Oh, over here we have some limestone. Although a lot of people do take it for granted. I know, my sentiments exactly. Could have been bolder on the delivery, but I thought that joke was rock solid just the way it was. So many people tell me how marvelous it is, and that I really crushed it because I was on the roll. Hopefully I don't hit rock bottom anytime soon, though, because I'm really trying to cement myself into the group, become a concrete part of the leadership team. If I sound too jaded, just let me know. I'm really trying to keep myself down to earth and be really... Andy Piranha! Well, I don't expect that every time it happens. Women, children, you should be safe. These are only man-eating piranha. And oh, look at that boa sitting in the tree. H-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then asphyxiation. Sounds like a constricting relationship to me. I develop a crush on you. Anyways, that there is Trader Sam. He's the head chef over at Cannibal Cafe. Specializes in finger foods, open-faced sandwiches, stewed stew. On occasions, he makes hamburgers, red fries, and a mean cup of joe. Let him know anytime he'd love to have you for dinner. Aww, looks like our fun-filled romantic cruise is finally coming to an end. Did you guys have fun out there today? Thank you, Roger, so handsome. Oh, thank you, sir. Well, as we approach the dock, please keep your hands and arms inside the boat away from the dock. If your hand gets caught between the boat and the dock, that would really hurt. My boat causes a lot of peer pressure. Do not want to give in to peer pressure. Trust me on that one. Anyways, on behalf of myself and the entire Jungle Navigation Company, we'd like to say, get out. Sorry, rude. Please, get out.
Hello. Oh, my friend. The brakes may be needing a little adjustment, so easy on the curves.
You seek the future. I will lift the curtain of time. It is your destiny. My eyes. Your destiny now lies beyond the gates of
Seek an adventure in solitude. Sure, you'll come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates. And hold on tight. But hold hands if you please. There'll be squalls ahead. And they don't.
know where it be hidden. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you'll hear. You may not survive to pass this way again. Dead men tell no tale. No fear have ye, O evil curses, says you. Properly warn ye, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will strike the tree to the older of the inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go. What may I offer for these hearty heads? Everyone not less than Disneyland. Old Jenny. Fool me, my dear Michael. Search all you want, Captain Jack Sparrow. You'll never find the treasure without a look at this here map and this lovely key to the treasure.
dearie. Come on, have a nice birthday. And say good
toast to piracy and its many shiny rewards. As a career, what can be more rewarding? Drink out, we always go home. Meet again, ride on the Bobsleds, sporty city.
What next you say?
Sail with David Jones. None shall escape.
Inside and watch your children play.
We're close enough.
Para suceder, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo y cuide a los pequeñitos. Y ahora, prepárese.
regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
The happy hearts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling formations, swinging beginning to materialize. Unexpected. I'll see you all later.
We have been unavoidably detained by cranky spirits. Kindly remain seated in your doom buggy, please. We will continue our tour momentarily.
Inside the log and be sure to watch your canes. Have a zippity-doo-dah ride.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuide a los pequeñitos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuide a los pequeñitos.
didn't stop at all. Oh, now we stop.
Get me out of here! What are you doing, Grandpa? Let me go!
Red Fox has got his way in the laughing place this very day. So,
It's so good. I've never have I gotten that soaking fantasy.
Winnie the Pooh set off in search of honey. First the wind, and now this.
Goodness gracious!
Follow me right this way.
Still not working.
You'll see them multiply. Be wary, because they come in the shivering size. What a wonderful dream.
Wake up, Pooh! Wake up! Wake up, Pooh!
Good boy, it's your birthday.
It's time for your party, Pooh! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Hooray! Happy birthday!
Hooray!
I'm sure you'll find my present to be quite delicious.
Goodness gracious!
You'll never guess what it is.
The wonderful thing about tickets is they give the perfect presents.
Oh, fun!
canyon and go down, then kind of start to pull away down like small like estuary side areas. We have a super area, and then get picked up by other people in the cars. Engine room ahead 1 quarter. Maybe? I don't know. It's a new thing, so I would hope it would, but...
And the Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way, and even tell you about the legend. You begin our trip right here.
Instagram's happening all over.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Hey!
New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghosts.
Ghosts?
The most famous landmark in this area is Splash Mountain, named for the fact that everyone can have a splashing good time.
Oh, there we go.
Splash Mountain is part of Riverboat, a remote wilderness filled with tall mountains, rustic hills, backward bayous, and one of those tall hills walking through long river.
Yeah, no dappers on Splash Mountain today.
Birds and
Not a lot of people wandering around the
You couldn't catch a dapper within 100 miles of Splash Mountain. Or the canoes.
I know, it's even worse for you, so I'm like, why?
Wherever the quote is. These parts for years now, but I never get tired of taking in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formations. Off to the side of it is an eagle, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains. Taught a young tribesman to take a hollowed out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments, the flute. It's a legend from the culture that passed down from generation to generation. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the mark. When you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairway to the right side of the boat can offer the quickest and easiest ride. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us and that you'll visit us again real soon.
What's that?
With the tide, and the tide waits for no one.
I can't even open my eyes.
You must not just one big blast and away we'll go. So clear away the track that the bull giant runs with a hay, rig a jig in a low back car. You must not rise a lee all on my knees. So clear away the track that the bull giant runs. When the tide comes round to say farewell, you must not say goodbye and wish them well. So clear away the track that the bull giant runs with a hay, rig a jig in a low back car. You must not rise a lee all on my knee. So clear away the track that the bull giant runs. Ahoy, shipmates! We're just clearing the busy port of New Orleans and beginning our journey into the great American wilderness.
Our vessel for this voyage is the proud sailing ship Columbia, the first American ship to carry the stars and stripes around the world. She's a 10-gun, 3-masted merchant ship. It was back in 1787 that she first set sail from Boston Harbor, going all the way around the Horn and sailing onward to the Pacific Northwest, Hawaii, and China. In the 3 years it took us to make that journey, the Columbia was more than just a ship to us. She was our life and our home. Forward amidships is the main hatchway leading below decks, where you may see how we lived and worked on the high seas. The galley, captain and crew's quarters are open for your inspection. For the rest of you, we invite you to stay up on deck, feel the wind in your face, and experience the wonders of this land we now know as America.
One more day, only one more day, for rock and rolling over. One more day, only one more day, only one more day, for rock and rolling over. One more day. Oh, that only one more day, we're always not tomorrow.
Ship the Columbia was one of the first American vessels to explore the Pacific Northwest. It was in 1792 that this very ship braved a sandbar and discovered a mighty river, which we named the Columbia, after the first ship to sail our waters. Just ahead is the most treacherous part of our journey. That island off the starboard side often hides the scourge of the seas. Bloodthirsty pirates. They sometimes lie in wait to attack a passing ship such as ours and steal its bounty. Ouch. Bowman, man the starboard forecastle cannon and prepare to fire a warning shot, so as any curious pirates hiding near the shore will know we are well armed. Those of you are a mite loud, and the gunner's aim be a mite poor. Make ready to fire one!
Alrighty folks, if you guys are sensitive to loud noises, please cover up those ears, okay?
Fire one! Now, that should put some fear in them. Looks like we're safe for now.
You guys are welcome to
But
come
I
back
ask
up. Just
all
make sure
crew
we
and
don't touch this
passengers to
cannon,
keep
okay?
a weather eye out. When we travel this far upriver, how Just cook and helpers, stand by the boss. Shipmates, if you haven't done so, just keep a close eye on the riverbanks, where you may be able to see moose, elk, and other wildlife. It lies in Smuggler's Cove, a place of milk.
Give me some time to love.
Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Detention block breach. Prisoners last seen on level D. There they are! Fire! Cover troops! These big pods just below us! Hurry! No! I said down! Weapons authorization.
This does not look good. Try to find another way down to the escape pods.
The resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
There's nowhere to run.
escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
escape routes came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Buck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. I know, Scamper is copy.
Lieutenant Beck here. Beck! You're alive! I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Flight engineers, prepare this. Your flashing buttons. Good job, engineer. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, pull back on the stick to fly out, and push forward to fly out. This thing look easy, eh? Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxium. All right. Pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Punch it. All right. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Yes, keep shooting! They've locked on to us. Take evasive action. There it is. After that train. Flight engineer, fire the hole. Excellent. Now, gunners, shoot the cargo free. Let's turn the brakes. Good work.
The brakes managed to...
Well, my friends, that could have been much worse. Oh, no. Okay, it's good.
Oh, boy.
Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends.
Good job, like
power up the ship. Well, I grab the coaxium. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Come on, let's get another container of coaxium. Pilot, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Flight engineers, pilot the harpoons and reel us in. Gunners, shoot the train. Now goes breaking free. Keep shooting. Good job, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. We got the coaxium. I will grab it. You keep after the train.
Yeah, straight after.
Gunship. Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Yes, a distraction.
Oh, God.
Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry.
I forgot to show you that I hit that.
It's coming down.
Down.
Left pilot, hit the boosters. Booster, booster, boost.
There we go. And we're...
We did not die. Let's get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear.
And your hyperdriver's failed. Pilots, evasive maneuvers. We've got company. Chewie's right. We cannot let them follow us back to the resistance. You did it.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap.
Not my fault. Not my fault. That came out of nowhere.
Yes, Chewie will pilot us in. Remote. You retrieve 2 containers of coaxium.
Yes!
Will greatly help the resistance.
I've never got to do it before.
Product and made Chewie proud.
Woo!
Now after my
way to go,
pilots, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is...
I'm telling you that Astro came out of
not
nowhere.
bad.
Wow, that's windy. Ooh, it's toasty in here.
himself.
Dwarfs can't hide Snow White from me.
On the wall.
With this disguise, I'll fool them all.
Nice, juicy.
Taste the apple.
Adventures in Wonderland began when I followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. All of a sudden, I fell. Down, down, down.
Oh, looking for the white rabbit? Well, have a look around.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait, please.
He went this way. No, that way.
It's a really important thing.
I'd like to say hello, goodbye,
They're weeds. Now this is curious. Toji.
This was perchance. I'm not sure where I am either.
Wait, don't go here.
He went this way.
okay.
Rule 42. The queen always wins.
With their heads! Stop this! Goodness!
Oh, dang it.
We did it.
Welcome aboard the Daisy. My name is Cynthia. Will be your storyteller and captain for today. Just a few things before we get started. For your safety, of course, please remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And please let's supervise our children, even the adult ones. We don't want our stories having any unexpected twists. The characters in our stories travel through a rabbit hole, maybe with some magic pixie dust or on a magic carpet ride. But we have the great opportunity to travel right through Monstro the whale. Don't worry about him though, he's actually very friendly. He lets me and Dory practice our whale in here. All good stories must start off with once upon a time. So once upon a time, there was a big, bad wolf who lived inside his cave. And he would look across the way, licking his lips at the three little pigs, with their house made out of straw, stick, and of course 100% wolf-proof brick. As much as that wolf tried to huff and puff his way through all three houses, alas he could not. And those pigs were safe and warm in their blankets. Many of our stories take place in quiet little towns, just like the one that Alice grew up in right outside of London. When one golden afternoon she followed that white rabbit down that rabbit hole, landing in Wonderland where things only got curiouser and curiouser. Over in London Park, Peter Pan took Wendy, Michael, and John Darling all off into flight. When they were finally in Neverland, they never ever had to grow up. Of course, Peter had some help from his friend Tinkerbell in order to get there. I think we could all use a little help every once in a while. We'd have a whole new world if we did. which is why Aladdin the common street rat was helping out the princess in disguise, Jasmine. When they first met in the marketplace of Agrabah, they didn't know it, but they would actually be getting married inside that golden palace by the Sultan himself. But before they could get married, they took that magic carpet ride over, sideways, and under through these magical archways where they both fell in love, and they also found their sense of adventure. Story, there are twists and turns, so we are turning right into the Cave of Wonders, where Aladdin had the task to find that magic genie lamp. Inside, the genie was waiting to grant Aladdin his 3 wishes. All Aladdin had to remember was to only touch the lamp. Unlike Aladdin, the 7 dwarfs never have to wish for their gems. They're working very hard in those mines back there. You could hear them hi-hoing away. You can also hear Snow White whistling away while she works inside their cottage, waiting for them to return home. Speaking of hard workers, Cinderella grew up with her wicked stepmother and stepsisters inside this blue chateau. But don't worry, she's now living her happily ever after with her Prince Charming inside that pink castle right on top of the mountain. Even though her ride there was not very smooth, as you can see, her carriage has gotten stuck on the way down when at the strike of midnight, all of the magic faded away and it turned back into a pumpkin. Cinderella's happily ever after may have included a handsome prince and a big shiny castle, but if I'm being honest, I really don't need any of those things. My happily ever after includes a good night's sleep. Which brings us to my favorite part of our story, our quilted flower bed, which was inspired by a 1933 silly symphony called Lullaby Land. I'm sure some of you may be wondering how we keep our trees and flowers so miniature. And yes, of course, they are real. We have a wonderful gardener who comes in every night. She sprinkles some of her pixie dust on them so that they never, ever have to grow up. I think Tinkerbell forgot to sprinkle the ducks today, though. Over at Toad Hall, you would normally be able to find Mr. Toad, and Mr. Mole lives right next door, but I believe that Jake Thaddeus Toad is somewhere off in Fantasyland on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. Our ride is taking us into Arendelle, where Queen Elsa has built her ice castle right on top of those mountains. Elsa and Anna both found that all they needed was the love they had for each other in order to melt Princess Anna's frozen heart. In this small alpine village, a carpenter named Geppetto carved a little wooden boy and wished upon a star for him to be real. It wasn't until after Pinocchio saved Geppetto from the belly of Monstro the whale that the Blue Fairy was finally able to grant them their wish. No strings attached this time. Everyone say yoo-hoo over to Oaken. Yoo-hoo! Princess Ariel also had a wish. She wished for, what do you call them? Oh, feet. She took her very first steps over at Prince Eric's castle, where she found her voice again and made her way back to Prince Eric, where our journey ends. Ariel's first began at the entrance to Atlantica, where King Triton still lives with his 6 other daughters. On behalf of all the storytellers here, thank you so much for joining us today on Storybook Land. Now, as we approach the dock, please remain seated with your hands, arms, and fingers inside of the boat. We will all be standing up together on my count of 3, so the boat remains balanced and no one has to visit under the sea.
Is coming down the track with a smoky stack. River path and coming round the hill. Casey's here to thrill every jack and Jill. Every time it's fun, a little whistle sound. Everybody runs through the circus grounds. Time for lemonade and cracker jack.
As they say to the animals, that's the end of the lion.
Ooh! Oh! We're gonna fly! Like Dumbo! Flying!
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you're driving.
I forgot!
I'm looking at an elephant's butt. We gotta get higher.
I'm trying to get higher!
I'm falling sideways now. Hey, Ed!
Don't turn around! Selfie!
Then I gotta let go. Oh, it's so pretty up here.
Trying to get...
Flying just like Dumbo, without a feather. But he doesn't need one anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it, we're flying Dumbo on Dumbo Day. Hey, Ed, I'm back. Sir, sir.
Keep it there.
Sir, go around. Pinwheels and squirrels and storks. Hey, look, and you look just like Timothy Mouse.
I really do. Thank you, Heather.
And I look just like Dumbo. And I'm still falling sideways.
Yeah, because Dumbo wears a beanie.
Yeah, it's yellow. Not like this one. This is the longest Dumbo flight ever. He must have 2 feathers. Oh. Go down, Ian.
Dumbo comes to us back, and then you can watch him and irritate.
Oh, oh, that was a bit of a bumpy landing, Dumbo.
We're right here.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated throughout the
arigatou gozaimasu. Bis es zu einem vollständigen Halt kommt und Sie gebeten werden, aufzustehen. Danke. Please remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark.
We're already going. Okay.
Here we go! I'm your life being!
Holy smokes, Roger! We've been there! You look your way pretty smart at this, boys, while I associate you guys.
did it. That only took 90 minutes. And now it's our turn. I don't know how anybody gets two people of any size in this thing. Oh, here we go. That'll be us in 4 seconds. Oh wow, you can see a little bit. Oh, I saw dirt! I saw dirt! No! And take care.
Welcome back, Rescue Rangers. Please exit to your right.
We are now beginning a 2.5-mile journey to downtown Disney Station and back. For a safe trip.
There's our hotel.
Keep here.
That's where we are.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the cabin. Be sure to watch your children and no smoking, please.
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas en 3 y cuelgue las manos. Por favor,
return trip to Tomorrowland up until 1/2 hour prior to Disneyland closing. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop and the doors have opened. Then gather your belongings, lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the left of the monorail. Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you enjoy your visit to the Disneyland Resort.
We got our green light. Goodbye, mister. What kind of dinosaur is that, Ian?
I want to say a stegosaur.
That's what I was thinking.
I also am not sure if they ever. Yeah. But I'm also not sure if that was one of those times where they said, yeah, that's actually not a real species. We really have to think on that one. Is that review right? Okay, that might not have been real. Our bad.
To those of you who have just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Monorail. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the cabin. Watch your children, and no smoking, please.
Bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los niños. Por favor, se ruega no fumar. Gracias.
We're now en route to our final stop, the Tomorrowland Monorail Station. Along the way, you can get a bird's eye look at the downtown Disney District, Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa, and Disney California Adventure. To the left of the monorail is the main entrance of Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Disneyland is truly an American original. Since its opening in 1955, it has hosted hundreds of millions of guests from around the world, including presidents, kings, and celebrities. It is the original Disney theme park, created and enjoyed by Walt Disney himself. To the right is our transportation plaza.
Even this morning when we walked in, all lanes were open. Yeah, it's beautiful. Loved it. I heard the guy saying that, like, it's music to my ears, man. All lanes open.
the right of the monorail, you just might smell the sparkling gold spires of one of Disney's most beloved attractions. It's a small world. And now we're riding alongside the happiest kingdom of them all, Fantasyland, home to Pinocchio, Snow White, Peter Pan, and other storybook characters.
We got waved at. God, love the Matterhorn Inn. It's gorgeous.
We're now approaching the Tomorrowland Monorail Station, our final destination. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop. Then collect your belongings, watch your head, and step carefully from the train. On behalf of all of our crew, thanks for traveling with us. And we hope you'll have a happy, memorable visit here at Disneyland. This is the Tomorrowland Monorail Station.
Bubbles.
All ahead, 1/3.
All ahead, 1/3.
G'day, this is the captain speaking. Now that we're underway, I'd like to welcome you aboard. As the conditions of our voyage may be unpredictable, please remain seated at all times. Stand by to dive.
Diving station.
Main induction closed. Pressure in the boat.
Rescue ratings are normal.
Flood the main ballast tanks. Take her down.
I like it.
Dive. True power diving planes, 3 degrees.
Diving planes, 3 degrees down.
Take it down easy. Catch her at 10 fathoms. Speed 06 and 1/2 knots.
06 and 1/2.
Steer 30 degrees.
Right mark, 30 degrees.
All ahead full. Steady as she goes.
All ahead full.
As we leave the coast behind and head towards open water, you'll notice that this is a popular spot for divers searching for exotic fish.
Yeah, where's the narration?
It's okay. This is actually better. It didn't have any music back then, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Oh, yeah. He should be going on and on right now.
Surrounds us is a biological community that thrives in warm, shallow waters. It usually takes more than a year for a coral to grow only 1 inch. An amazing fact when you consider that Australia's Great Barrier Reef stretches over 2 controls, 8 degrees down.
Down 80.
Set course to 70 degrees true. Steady as she goes.
Aye, sir.
The fish world has always been considered a silent habitat. But now, thanks to remarkable advances in marine technology, we can use instruments such as our sonar hydrophones to actually hear the fish talk.
Come aboard, explorers! Let's go explore, explore, explore. Let's go explore the big blue world!
Hey, Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
I'm sure we'll see him any minute now.
Nemo!
Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to explore! Hey, this is just
Nemo, what?
Nemo! No! Lost again!
Captain, we're approaching the EAC.
Hold her steady, take her into the car. All ahead standard.
Aye, aye.
The powerful flow of the East Australian current is like an undersea highway. Many creatures can be found commuting in this current, including the majestic sea turtle.
There's nothing I like better than canned food. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to eat you, at least not all at once.
Dory!
Wait!
What?
I see pretty lights.
I see them too.
Reach for the light.
It's getting closer.
Closer.
That was me.
How do I know it's you? It could be anybody.
It's not anybody. It's me.
Do I know you?
Dory!
Talk about a small world. My name's Dory, too.
Uh-oh. What's that? It looks like...
Ooh, me first. I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Ah, jellyfish!
Right. Okay, now I'm thinking of something pink, kind of balloonish. Boing.
That's jellyfish!
You're good. Boing. Boing. And I'm thinking...
Jellyfish! And the next one, jellyfish!
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants. Boing. Boing.
Stop playing games!
Run!
No, Dory! We're invited to a party! Let's go!
I love parties! I found a hot tub!
It's not about fighting hot tubs!
Say something!
Do it again, Dad? Huh, can we?
Oh, of course. When fish can fly.
Oh, I found Chico!
Nemo! It's Nemo! Yay! Nemo! Hey, Pearl! We saw a huge volcano go kaboom! Oh, you made me eat! Hey, Dad! You should have seen me surf the volcano!
Oh, give me some food. Noggin.
Dude! Nemo! Check out all the whales! Sandy Plankton, he says that whales only eat krill. Then why's that whale eating that yellow submarine, dude? Whoa! That's one hungry whale!
Does it smell kind of whalish to you?
No, mate, forget it. Nobody would believe it anyway. We better take her up before we have a run-in with a sea serpent or an encounter with a mermaid.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We are surfacing and approaching our home port. We've enjoyed having you aboard on this adventurous voyage. Thanks for joining us and have a top day.
Monorail! Woo! So many monorails! There it is again! That's right.
Space shuttle, for your safety, remain seated with your hands.
Oh, they probably do some interesting kinds of Disney space and stuff to accommodate the
Yeah.
ADA. That always pisses me out. I'm like, you have to get that timing right.
Space wind. That is world class, Ian.
Michael Giacchino.
Yeah, right?
Please stay cool. Back in your seat. Shield reload.
All right, Space Rangers.
Plot twist. I'm not gonna shoot.
I suck at this game anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I'm gonna make it kind of difficult.
No, don't make it any difficult.
It's not working here.
Joystick spin control is now active.
I don't even know where the high value targets are.
Joystick spin control is now active.
Space Rangers, Green Squadron, destroy.
May I break 100,000?
Oh, there you go. Here you go.
Please remain seated. Your mission will resume shortly.
I don't know where to shoot.
Attention, Space Rangers. Your space cruisers will now be restarted. Prepare to resume your mission.
Curse you, Buzz Lightyear!
Space Rangers, Green Squadron, destroy Circus.
I was helping you with anything.
We will return Circus. He is a bad toy.
Yeah, bad toy. I think that's pretty good for me. I started doing the sight. You gotta look down the sight. You see what happens? You gotta look at the sight like this.
Wait, did you do the kill shot?
It's been an honor.
Kill shot.